Okay, let's pick up where we left off. So we left off with getting ready to construct everything. So as you can see, I started by serging the waistband together, and I basically put right sides together and sewed along the sides because I'm just trying to make this one large piece, and then I'll fold it after I finish sewing it. Okay, so folding it in half, you can just kind of fold it, and you can add some pins or something, but I'm gonna put that to the side. Now, I am going to grab one of my pieces, and I'm going to sew up the crotch area. So I'm going to sew up the crotch area for the front panel, two panels, and that's going to join these two pieces together, as you can see, and it created a nice seam. So I'm going to repeat the same step. This is going to be the back side of my pants, and I can tell because of the size, and the size is always bigger in the back, of course. So this is the seam. So I'm going to cut down in the front a little bit for my front curve for the band, and just for the overall curve and fit for the pants. So once I finish doing that, I'm going to measure an inch, no, 2 inches down, and I'm going to pin or clip my pockets in place. Now I decided to go ahead and add some pockets because while I love leggings, sometimes I need pockets. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just going to stitch the pocket down in place on this panel. Now generally this is something I would do with my sewing machine, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it right quick with this one. And once I do it on this side, I'm going to repeat it on the other side. Then I will put my panels together and match up everything. So for this step, I am going to use my sewing machine because it's going to make it much easier to go around them. So here I am pinning down the two panels together, and I'm pinning it with the pockets outside. That way, when it's time to sew, it'll go in just fine. So as you can see, I'm going to start going around the circle. And then I'm going to make sure I secure the top together. And then I'm going to do maybe about 2 inches or so on the bottom as well. And then you're going to sew just like this around it, and then go down. So that's what I'm doing now on my machine. Okay, right here you can see the little pocket, how it came together. So my next step is to go ahead and start sewing, well, stitching, not stitching, clipping the crotch together. I start doing the inside seam by starting with the crotch and then working my way outward on both sides. And as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and stitch it using my sewing machine, and you can use your serger as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish using this sewing machine for the rest of the project, and I'll probably just go and fix my seams later. Everything is stitched together on that side, so I'm gonna go on the other side and finish. Now that I have everything together, I like to go over the entire project. Make sure the bottom is, the way it needs to be. And I'm going to go and get the band and start fitting it in place. So because it has two seams on both sides, I'm going to take one seam and go on one side, and then I'm going to work my way around the middle. And I'm going to do that for the front and the back panel. And with this part, I'm going to use pins because that way I don't have to worry about anything shifting when I sew it. So I'm going to go ahead and be able to serge around the band to connect it to the pant. Now you have to make sure you serge through all 3 layers. If not, you'll have to go back and fix it. But these are my pockets. My waistband came out good. My other pocket came out good. And all I have to do is really hem the bottom. I had to cut the bottom to even it out. And then we're going to hem it, and the pants are done.